Okay, now one of the things that you have to remember is that, there's different computers, different systems, some are slower, some are faster. So, if you're unsure, if you've got a really slow computer and you're unsure, before you buy Pandora, download the actual program, which you can do that, and you can run it. It'll open for you for a minute, then it'll close, but it'll give you an indication of whether or not you can run it or not. So, that's just the way it is with different computers. It's like that with every program. So that's just one little troubleshooting thing. The next thing I want to show you is with these base poses that I've actually built for Pandora, because they were started with the pelvis. Obviously when you lift the legs, they come off the ground, so you will have quite a few poses that are actually off the ground. Now if you're concerned about that and you want to move them to the floor, I'll show you how you can do that. You can just purchase a standing spot from the catalog. I'll activate this pose, and then you'll be able to see, you can see that she's off the ground here. Here's the floor here. So once you've got her in that actual standing spot that you can move, it's just a matter of activating the furniture tools, and then you just hold down Control Shift, and you can bring her down to the floor. So I mean, it's not really that difficult, right? So anyway, that gets rid of that issue. Another one is I'll just put it back into a T stance here. She'll be a bit below the floor now, but another one is, this will depend on your computer as well. These sliders, when you move these sliders, they are actually activating actions. So you have to remember that, when you move the sliders like this, that's fine. It's gonna work fine. But if you got to remember that each time you move that slider, that's activating an action. So if you decide to move it too fast, you're going to get jittering, because that's the actual actions trying to catch up to the slider. For example, this. You can see there. So if you move them at a nice pace, then you won't have a problem. But so if you do see that jittering, that's why, because you're moving them too quick. What else have we got here? Just another little tip too is down here there's a video tab. Now there's nothing in here now, but as soon as she's released, there will be actual videos in here. All these videos that I'm doing at the moment will actually be in here, so you can watch them and learn a little bit while you have a play. Let me have a look. I don't think there's anything else really that I need to show you. I think that's basically it. And just remember, like when you're building poses, it's good to you can go through and you can build your pose, but it's really good to use the slider options. Collapsing the sliders, and also hiding all the sliders, because it just can come in handy when you just go to finish off your pose, just to tweak it. And that's about it. So look, I hope you guys really enjoy Pandora. We're going to be making a lot of improvements in the future. We've got 30 plus beta testers, and thanks guys, you rock. That are going to continue to help us out as we develop new things for Pandora. So enjoy the future, because it's going to be wicked. A couple of other things. If you when you're using the high res or snapshot, best practice is to save it not on your desktop but elsewhere. With Pandora you can save it anywhere. So and also if you've got any high res snaps that are on your desktop that you've taken the IMVU way with typing high res, might pay to actually remove those from your desktop and just put them somewhere else, because it might conflict with Pandora. So and just remember, here actually, if you see this, you can see that I've actually got nothing here, and that's just a little, to get full screen is you just click on there and you can toggle it with F11 on your keyboard like that. That just gives you full screen, which is pretty cool. And just remember about with the bubbles, so remember nobody else sees the bubbles when you're doing all the actions. It is only you if you have them enabled, and just if you want to disable them, just do Control B, and that's it. And get into it. Enjoy Pandora.